Hello everyone and welcome to this lovely video. Today we are going a little bit back in the history of this channel because I used to make a lot of videos about keyboards. For example, this keyboard right here that you can see, this one I built myself. I have a few videos about this on my channel. I think I also reviewed this one, the Satechi Slim X1, I think. Also a great keyboard. I also think that I made a video about this right here. Maybe I didn't. I have to actually check if I made a video about this one. No, just the MX keys. Interesting. I also have this keyboard right here, the Logitech MX Mechanical Mini. I've never done a video on this one, but maybe I will do one in the future. I have this keyboard right here. This is a lovely, lovely keyboard. This is the HHKB Professional Hybrid. It's a Topris switch keyboard. It's pretty interesting. I've also not yet made a video on this one. As you can see, there are a few keyboard videos coming in the future. But all those keyboards, I have to figure out where I can put this one. Put it here. But all those keyboards are not the reason for the video today, because the reason for the video today is this keyboard right here, the Lofree Flow Lite, which was kindly sent to me by Lowfree. No money exchanged hands. They just sent me this keyboard. I asked them if they would like to send it to me because I really wanted to try this one out, and they agreed. And so today, this is my first impression of the Lofree Flow Lite, which I've heard only good things about, so I'm very, very interested in what I personally think about this keyboard, especially against all the other keyboards I already own. And there will be a video where I'm going to compare this one to all of my other keyboards. This will not be the video today. The video today will only be about the Lofree Flow Lite. I will unpack it in a few seconds, and then I will give you my first impressions on this keyboard, and a full review will follow. So let's start with the unpacking. This right here is the Lofree Flow Lite, and I am very, very interested in how this keyboard will look. Packaging looks pretty nice, I have to say. Here is the keyboard, a little bit of foam. What do we have here? Okay, quality control, that's lovely. And here already is the keyboard wrapped in plastic. And yeah, over here we also have a cable in the same color of the keyboard, which I think is kind of lovely. Here it is. This right here is the Lofree Flow Lite. And what I haven't mentioned yet, what for me was the reason to reach out to Lowfree, is because this keyboard, as you've probably just seen, it is ISO in a German layout. As some of you probably know, I'm a German. I live in Germany. I work in a German company. I have to write a lot of German. I am actually writing my master thesis at the moment in German. So I have to write a lot of German. And not having German characters on my keyboard, I really struggled with this. This will probably also, you will see this at someday in the review of this keyboard, of the HHKB Professional Hybrid. This right here is the ANSI layout. It's not the ISO layout. As you can see, the Lowfree right here, it is the ISO layout. It's also the DE ISO layout. They now produce this keyboard in different ISO layouts as well as ANSI. And I was always interested in this keyboard, but I never bought it because it was ANSI. And now it is ISO. So I'm very, very pleased to see this and have the keyboard in my hand right now. Okay, so obviously the keyboard is completely made from plastic. That's not a downturn for me, actually. I have nothing against plastic. Of course, metal is also nice, but plastic is totally fine, for me at least. Even though it is made fully from plastic, I don't think it feels bad. I think it feels good, actually. It has on the backside, of course, those 2 feet that you can put out. They are rubberized, so your keyboard should not, it should not move away when you type something, so it's pretty firmly on the desk. This is something I really enjoy. Okay, let's make a little sound test for you guys. I will go close to the microphone so you can hear everything. I'm very impressed, I have to say. I'm really, really impressed by the sound of this keyboard. back in the day when I made my first custom mechanical keyboard videos, it was actually the dream to have a sound like this out of the box. You don't get that. For example, if I show you right now my like 800 euro self-built keyboard, this is the sound of this one. You see, even the spacebar from my keyboard is a little bit rattly. I think I have to re-loop this one, but I think I have to do some work on this one. But what I wanted to show you is that the sound of this keyboard right here, of the Lofree Flow Lite, really can compare against the sound of a keyboard that costs like 8 times as much as this one. So first impression, I'm really impressed by the sound, I have to say. I think also the build quality, it's quite sturdy. I can flex it around and it doesn't feel cheap or anything. It's light, but again, I don't really think that it's a problem that it's light. I think it's actually good if it's light, because then you can play around with the keyboard on the desk more easily. With my big chunker over here, I can't do this with my self-built one. It's pretty heavy. I think it's like 2.5 kilograms, and this one here, I don't know, actually it's not that heavy. It's like maybe, I don't know, I don't want to give you a wrong weight of this, but it feels okay-ish, I would say. The legends on the keyboard, I can show them to you as well. The legends on the keyboard, I think they look fine from what I have seen so far. I don't know if you're a fan of the font. They are the legends, they are pretty small, but I kind of like this actually, that they are a little bit smaller. They look all properly aligned. I can't tell you right now what the keycaps are made from, which material this one is. I guess it is, obviously ABS or PBT, but I will give you the answer to this question, of course, in the full review. So far, the first impression typing on this keyboard, is actually, I like it. I like it's easy to type on. It has a great sound, It's joyful to type on the keyboard. So I'm very excited about this one. I will test this keyboard, and then I think I will do a full review in the coming weeks of this keyboard. First impression typing is pretty good. I think I have to get used a little bit to the keycap style of this keyboard, because I never had a keycap style like this before. It looks pretty nice, but I have to see how it feels when you work with this keyboard, when you actually do a lot of writing. I will probably mainly compare it to this keyboard, to the Satechi Slim X1, and also to this keyboard right here, to the Logitech MX Mechanical Mini. But right from the bat, I can tell you, while the MX Mini has a little bit of metal on it, and it's a little bit heavier, it sounds way worse, I have to say. I looped this one myself, like the spacebar and the modifier keys, but they come not close to the sound. I will give you a sound test right here. So you heard it yourself. They're not even close. I will test it right away, plug it into my PC, and let's go, I would say. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see the full review in 1 or 2 weeks about this keyboard and the comparison between all the other keyboards I own. And also stay tuned for a lot of other videos that are coming in the future. But again, more like this one right here. A little bit more unscripted, a little bit more easy, not that heavily edited. I hope you enjoyed this style of videos as well. If not, let me know in the comments, but if yes, let me also know in the comments. And don't forget to like the video. I hope to see you in the next one, and stay safe.